Hi, it's Panda Movies here. Today, I'm going to explain the movie called Event Horizon. Warning, there are spoilers ahead. Enjoy the video. In 2047, a distress transmission was received from the Event Horizon, a starship that inexplicably returned in a declining orbit near Neptune 7 years after it vanished during its maiden voyage to Proxima Centauri. The Lewis and Clark rescue ship is deployed. Its crew, led by Captain Pilot Smith, Medical Technician Peters, Engineer Ensign Justin, and Dr. D.J. Miller, Second-in-Command Lieutenant Starck, Dr. William Weir, the Event Horizon's designer, joins Rescue Technician Cooper. With a simple picture, he briefs them on the ship's experimental gravity drive. A succession of screams and howls appear to be the distress signal, but D.J. He thinks he's able to make out the Latin phrase "Liberate me." Upon boarding the Event Horizon, the crew finds evidence of a massacre. As they search for survivors, the ship's gravity drive activates, briefly pulling Justin into the resulting portal and causing a shock wave that damages the Lewis and Clark, forcing the entire crew to board the Event Horizon. Justin emerges in a catatonic state as a result of what he has seen on the other side. He attempts suicide by decompression but is saved by Miller, forcing the crew to place him in stasis. The team start seeing visions of people from their pasts that only they can see, hallucinations that correspond to their fears and regrets. Miller sees Cork, a subordinate he was forced to abandon to his death. Peters sees her son, whom she left with her ex-husband, with his legs covered in bloody lesions. And Weir sees an eyeless vision of his late wife, who committed suicide, urging him to join her. Soon after turning on the gravity drive, they find a video log of the Event Horizon's crew fornicating and mutilating one another. The record concludes with a photo of the captain of the Event Horizon, his eyeballs gouged out of their sockets, reciting the entire Latin sentence from the earlier distress call, which DJ Liberate tutum ex infras, or save yourself from hell, is how it is translated. Miller chooses to destroy the Event Horizon and orders an evacuation, after deducing that the ship's drive opened a portal to a horrific dimension outside the known universe and that it has somehow acquired sentience. A delusion of Peter's son leads her to her death. Weir, who is possessed by the demonic entity and has gouged out his own eyes, deploys an explosive device to blow up the Lewis and Clark, killing Smith and launching Cooper into space. DJ is killed by Weir. Starck was cornered on the bridge after being vivisected. Miller confronts Weir, who overcomes him, and begins a 10-minute countdown until the gravity drive is activated, allowing the Event Horizon to return to the other dimension. Cooper emerges at the bridge glass, having utilized his spacesuit's oxygen supply to return to the ship. Weir fires at him, smashing the window, and is pulled into space by the decompression that follows. Miller, Starck, and Cooper make it to the ship's bridge and seal it off. Miller intends to divide the Event Horizon in two and utilize the forward part as a lifeboat now that their own spacecraft has been destroyed. Manifestations of Cork attack him, which turn out to be the revived Dr. Weir. Miller fights him off and sacrifices himself by detonating the bombs. The ship's stern part is pulled into a black hole by the gravity drive. Starck and Cooper go into stasis next to Justin, who is comatose, and wait to be rescued. A rescue party boards the wreckage of the Event Horizon 72 days later, discovering the remaining crew in stasis. Starck screams in terror when he sees Weir posing as one of the rescuers, but he wakes up and realizes it was all a hallucination. As the bulkheads unexpectedly close, Cooper and the rescue team console the newly awoken and terrified Starck,